Sidley's vision for pro bono, I think, derives from the culture at the firm, a culture of collegiality, a culture of service to others.
In 2005, our total pro bono hours for the firm for all offices was about 50,000 hours. In 2006, that grew to 75,000 hours, and that's largely attributable to the Capital Litigation Project.
Sidley became involved in the Capital Litigation Project in direct response to a request from federal judges in Chicago and from the ABA Death Penalty Representation Project.
When Sidley was talking about starting the Capital Litigation Project, we wanted to determine where our resources would be best used. In looking across the country at states with the death penalty, it seemed like Alabama had the greatest need for our resources.
Alabama is the only state in the country that does not provide lawyers for people on death row after their initial appeals are over. It's a unique situation in which people are on death row, literally dying for legal assistance. And so when Sidley decided to focus our energies in trying to help people on death row, Alabama was sort of the perfect place to do it because there's such a need.
Because of this great need, Sidley partnered with the Equal Justice Initiative of Alabama to provide pro bono representation for death row inmate Willie Minor.
Willie Minor is a 33-year-old African-American male who was accused and convicted of capital murder in 1996. Sidley first became involved in the Willie Minor case in 2005. Willie had been on death row for 10 years. We made a determination based on our investigation of the facts that someone else may have perpetrated the crime. We found that there were errors so egregious during our investigation that we determined that due process required Willie Minor receive another trial.
As the fight for the life of Willie Minor continues in Alabama, the impact of Sidley's Capital Litigation Project is undeniable.
The Equal Justice Initiative works with lots of law firms who handle cases pro bono, but the thing that makes Sidley different from the other firms is the scope of the project. Sidley has decided to represent not just one person, but they've decided to represent 18 people and potentially even more.
At present, almost 120 Sidley attorneys from each of our domestic offices in the United States are working on capital cases, and that number continues to grow.
Not only do you have more hours being contributed to pro bono, but you have more lawyers doing it. And that's really because pro bono here at the firm is not a collateral practice. Indeed, pro bono is a core practice of the firm.
Pro bono work makes you feel good about what you do. It makes you feel good to be a lawyer. The lawyers that are doing extensive, valuable pro bono work here are happy to be lawyers at Sidley.